Just letting you know I ain't nobody's husband. But yeah, hi. Hello, bonjour, hola, namaste. What is good? What's chillin'? Well, in all cases, hello, my wonderful baguettes. How are you guys doing? Sorry and thank you for not giving me crap for wearing a hat because it is super duper early in the morning. It is like 8:05 in the morning. If you want to ask me why I'm up this early, I couldn't give you an answer. But I promise you there will be vlogs coming soon. Promise you there will be vlogs. But yeah, I'm just drinking some tea and I was gonna answer a few fitness questions that a lot of you guys asked me. Once again, I still don't know how to edit. So yeah, let's go. Let me pull out this handy dandy lovely phone. God, it's so good. I'm just drinking chai with like raw honey and like milk. Alright. Well, a little bit of milk. A smidge. One of the main questions that a lot of you guys have asked me, Becky, how did you get into fitness? Like, you swole. Like, swole. How do I explain this? So, before I joined the Navy, that's also a long story, but we're not gonna go too much in deep in that. But before I joined the Navy, I was a bit overweight in general. So I was roughly about barely peaking 200 pounds. None of it was muscle mass whatsoever, and I had a hard time breathing. So when I did get in, I went to MEPS, enlist, went to boot camp, right? When I went to boot camp, they literally told me, dude, your A1C is super freaking high. If you don't bring this down, you're gonna have diabetes. So at that point, I was, diagnosed with pre-stage diabetes because I ate my soul away, and it was not it. But at that point, I realized I needed to flip my life around somehow. So I didn't end up cutting a lot of carbs out of my life, and ended up cutting a lot of sweets out of my life in general. I started doing a lot more cardio, and I went from going from one and also being in boot camp. But after that, I went from pushing about one night from like almost pushing 200 to about roughly 155, 160. So that was pretty much of a healthy weight that I'm supposed to be. I am 5'7", so that's where the government says I'm supposed to be. But right now I am at, ain't no shame about talking about weight here, alright? I'm about 180, 185 right now. But most of this is purely muscle mass. Do keep in mind that muscle does weigh more than fat, okay? So that's something that definitely just started getting me motivated to go in. So when I first came out of the military, so about July 5th of 2018, didn't stay too long because I got medically discharged. And I looked like a giant lollipop. So I was big on the shoulders and tiny legs. And I had to figure out how to basically make me look proportional. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen tons of people who left from the military and they're all like really big on top and tiny on bottom because we run a lot and there was just a lot of push-ups and just a lot of upper body strength, but they were all calisthenics based. Calisthenics in general is just perfecting in forms on just your muscle or just body weight itself. So we do tons of those and then you build strength from that. But I spent a lot of time doing a lot of strength training. So it took about 2 years from now, well, 2 years before, to get the body that I have now. So I'm not going to go too much in detail in that because there are tons of questions that I've seen on here that are roughly these kind of goes into hand in hand. One of the things that most people usually ask me is, another one is what type of protein do I use? What is the pre-workout that I like to use? I would say, so I don't use a lot of pre-workout. Not pre-workout. I don't use a lot of protein. Because it's just, in real honesty, I do eat a lot of meat. And I do eat tons of, like, eggs, red meat. But I'm trying to branch away from red meat. I'm trying to stick more to lean meats right now. Because, it is about to hit, like, winter-ish? Yeah, winter-ish. So I'm not going to be able to do, like, tons of cardio and try to cut down a bit. But if I were to get a one that I used to be taking when I first came home and I was kind of scrawny looking, I used to take whey. Like, whey protein is actually pretty good. But to each their own. Some people think it tastes like chalk. Some other people actually do like it. I just kind of drink it. Didn't have really much of like a preference whatsoever. Pre-workout wise, I have realized that I do like Alani Nu or Bucked. Bucked is more on the like Bucked Up is kind of more on the intense side of like pre-workouts compared to some other ones. I'm not a fan of C4. So C4 just kind of tastes like sugar to me. So does Ghost. If anything, I probably might make a video comparing all 4 of them and how I feel comfortable with it. Like I said, everyone has their own preferences. But I do lean more to Alani Nu. It's just that it's not super sugary. And in most cases, depending on how I am a type of person who can take about 2 scoops of pre-workout in general. But Buck is kind of more on the intense side. If I'm trying to like deadlift, I'll take Buck. But most of the times if I'm trying to do like a max day, it would probably be Alani Nu. Alright, the next question. Next question is stating, what type of workouts do I usually do? So the type of workouts that I usually do, depending on the day, or it kind of varies because I do get bored of going through the same routine repeatedly, because I'm not gonna lie, I end up working out by myself. I don't really have much of a gym partner whatsoever. Tea break. Like I said, I don't really have a gym buddy that's like usually consistent with me because I don't work out every day, because you do need one day to relax your muscles, so that's where you kind of play catch up. So make sure you sleep or else your muscles will not be able to, how do I say this? They won't regenerate, alright? Because you'll get sore and your body heals better when you're sleeping or resting. Hence why when you're sick, you're told to sleep or rest because your white blood cells are able to, you know, regenerate. But in this case, to regenerate your muscle and just kind of, you know, help it not be as sore. But yeah, my workout routines kind of vary. I used to do push-pull days. So it's technically like a full upper body, lower body situation. But now I kind of do, I target different muscles. But like you remember, at the end of the day, you really can't target fat, but you can target at muscles. So like, let's just say you're doing shoulders, you're emphasizing more on like shoulders, but that doesn't mean you're getting rid of the fat, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so yesterday I targeted on shoulders, a lot of shoulders and traps. So I usually do, depending on whatever workout I'm doing, it's usually going to be like 5 sets, starting at like lowest weights, the lowest weight at 20. So like, let's just say I'm doing what was it, flyaways? Not chest flyaways, but like, JK, we'll just go with chest. So we'll just say we're doing chest flies and or shoulder flies. I would say 5 pounds and do 20 reps of that. Then I'd go down to, let's say, 15, then 12, then 10. Or I can do 15, 10, 15, 10, 8 to 6-ish. Going down by 5 reps most of the time. So it'd be like 10, it was 20, 15, 12, 10, or 15, 10, 8, 6, depending on what I'm doing. I usually, when it comes to legs, I don't do 20s. I usually kind of leave it at most likely 12. So like 12, 10, 8, 6, or like 10, 8, 8, 6, depending on how intense I'm going throughout the day. But yeah, when it comes to workouts, sometimes I kind of nitpick at some of my friends. So I know for a fact, like my sister's boyfriend, I kind of ask him what he's doing for the gym, because he does a lot of more strength training than I do. So I kind of asked him, hey, so what are you doing for the day? He's like, oh, I'm doing chest and probably some back. And then he shows me the stuff that he's doing. I'm like, all right, no problem. Because I don't have any problem switching it up. Because, you know, sometimes routines get kind of boring and you kind of want to flip it up a bit. So, hopefully I'll show you guys some of the routines I usually do in later videos. Okay, another question. I'm probably going to answer probably 2 more of these. But, let's see. Ooh, I missed it. Fiddlesticks. Alright, this next question was about how do you stay motivated to go to the gym? actually, that's actually a pretty intense question that probably I might leave this video at, because this is actually a good note to leave the video on. So, how do I stay motivated to go to the gym? So, let's be honest. In the beginning, even for me, I hated working out in the beginning. Like, you wake up and you're dreading yourself to go to the gym. You get something and you're exhausted, and then you come home. So, to get yourself out of that mindset, it becomes a thing where, is it something you want to do? Not because you have to. You have to make something that a want becomes, well, a need becomes a want. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to force you to go to the gym. No one's going to force you to leave your house. Your health could be at risk. Health could be at risk. You probably are paying a membership monthly. I know one of you guys who are watching this right now is probably paying a membership monthly, maybe 6 months or probably a year contract. Don't waste the money. You might as well just go. I mean, and a lot of people get very self-conscious, and I completely understand. And in real honesty, it's easier said than done. But I would definitely say what motivates me in particular is that it makes you feel better. I know at every workout any person has ever had, they literally get super duper exhausted. But then when they come home, after they work their butts off, and then they come home, take a cold shower, and you feel amazing. You may feel sore, but you're able to breathe better, or you probably sleep better, or you're able to wake up earlier. It just starts changing parts of your life where it becomes something that it becomes an adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, maybe, Question mark? Yes, no? I'm me out here talking to my camera like you guys can hear me right now. But, yeah, it becomes an adrenaline rush. And that's something that actually, for me, helped me a lot. So, back when I told you guys I was peaking 200 pounds. I was at a point where I could barely breathe. I would lay down and I was literally breathing like that. And that's how bad that was getting for me. So after I started working out, being able to lay down or walk upstairs without literally breathing super heavy or just having I'm about to have cardiac arrest was literally one of the best feelings ever. Imagine being able to keep up with your friends who are skinnier than you, or just not even skinnier than you, just healthier than you. Because you could be skinny and unhealthy, but people who were you were able to keep up with people who were walking at normal paces, literally walking down the street and you're not panting. That's it just made me feel better that I'm not playing catch up anymore. Just doing normal things. But that was one of the things that motivated me. So, if anything, something that could motivate you to work out or just to stay healthy. The goal isn't, just remember, as much as everyone has body goals, just remember, every body goal means you get something out of it that isn't just being, oh, I just got a 6-pack. Oh, I just lost this many pounds. The goal for me, or the goal that I wish everyone has, is when they work out or when they do something healthy in nutritional values of things, is that you are healthy. That is the whole point of working out. Literally, even if you don't see the progress, if you are feeling better in general and you know that you are putting the work in, that's all. Literally, just take that with a grain of salt and understand that you are doing something that your body's enjoying more than you realize it. It may not be super intense, bench pressing 200 pounds. It can be something as simple as going on a 2-mile walk and you literally push yourself. A 2-mile walk can do something more than you think. If you take the time to take that time for yourself, even working out can even become a thing where it can be a distressor. For me, when I'm in a really bad mood, I work out because I get a peace of mind. I'm in my little zone, and sounds really weird, but I'm bumping iron. It sounds so weird to say out loud, God, but it does make a difference when you take the time. That also does come into place where you are taking time for yourself to better yourself, and that's actually one step into the direction that you may have never known that you needed. like I said, take it with a grain of salt. And everyone's fitness journey, everyone's health journey is completely different. Just because it's not super intense weight training or like you want to see some real speed, it literally can be something as simple as, I think I'm gonna go for a simple bike ride. Not only did you take time for yourself, you literally have taken the time to let your body know, hey, I care about you. I'm gonna do something about this. Not only for you, and your mind also knows that you're trying to take care of yourself. As long as you take that first step, that's always the hardest step. Just taking that first step. Alright? But anyways, I am making this video way too long. So I'm gonna leave this video at 1. Reminder to 1, stay hydrated, make sure you drink some water. 2, eat some food, whatever you can obtain and whatever you can afford. And 3, if you have any medications, please take them when need be. And if your medications are bothering you, please talk to your doctor to get a higher or lower dose, change the medication as a whole, or talk to them to tell them I want to get rid of this all in general. So, I love you guys, my lovely, lovely baguettes. And you guys have a great night, great evening, great day, wherever you guys are in the world. Bye, guys.